Page 194, number 58. We are to use cubic regression to fit a curve through the 4 points given in the table. So I'm going to do it both on the 84 and on the Inspire. So starting with the 84, what you want to do is create a list and then create a scatter plot. So you go under Stat and Edit. And I already, just to save time, put the two lists in. So under L1, I put my X values. And under L2, I put my Y values. Now, if you want to see what it looks like, you can hit second stat plot, so second Y equals, and you want to create a stat plot. So the nice thing is all your scatter plots are the default stat plot that is used. So all you have to do is turn it on, and it defaults to list 1 and 2. So now you can hit Zoom, and then number 9 for Zoom Stat. So you can see that we're going to create, hopefully, a cubic regression equation that matches these data points pretty well. So how we go about doing that is we press Stat. Oh, but before we do that, if you haven't done it already, you want to make sure you go under Mode. And if you see down where the blue is, where it says Stat Diagnostics, you want to make sure that that is turned on, because the default, if you don't use it, is off. So you want to make sure you switch that to on. And also your stat wizard is on. It just makes it easier to create all of your regression equations. So now we're ready to hit stat. We're going to go to calculate, and we want cubic regression, which is number 6. And this screen is the wizard, so it makes it easy. So you want to make sure that you have the correct list there. You don't need to put anything in the frequency list. If you want to see how well it matches your data, you can store the equation. So we'll press vars. We'll go over to Y vars. We choose number 1 function, and you can put it under any of them. So I'll choose Y1. And then you go down to calculate, hit calculate, and it'll give you your values for A, B, C, and D. So there is what our equation is going to look like. So A is 0.1, B is negative 4.75, C is 0.82, and D is 6.4. So now when we match that to our graph, hopefully it matches the points pretty well. And it does look like a cubic graph, and it matches them almost exactly, which is what we want. So you just need to write down your equation, filling in A, B, C, and D. So now on the Inspire, from the home screen, I chose a data sheet, which is the green one that looks like a Excel spreadsheet there. So I already filled in the table, and it wants you to give each of them a label. It's not good to use X and Y, because if you extend to the right your list, these are all lettered, so there is already an X and Y list. So I usually, if it's not a word problem, I usually type in independent and dependent. So now, once we have our data typed in, if we want to again view it and then see how well our regression matches, what we want to do is we want to add a page, and we want to add a data and statistics page, number 5. So here's how we can create our scatter plot. So we click on the add variable. So of course our independent variable goes across the bottom, and then we go to the side, and we're going to, whoops, did that the wrong one. So independent variable across the side, the bottom, and across the side we want the dependent variable. So you see that's almost the exact same scatter plot we had before. So now what we can do is we can press menu, and then we choose number 4, analyze, and we want to choose 6, regression. And again, we want cubic regression, but if you notice in this list, it's number 5. And it puts it right on the screen there. And if you notice, it has almost the exact same values that we had before for our other list. So we can go ahead and write that down. So let's see, what was it for our other one? I think we probably lost it on our screen. But they are almost identical. So that's what you're going to write on your paper then. You're going to write y equals, and we're just going to I don't know why that keeps disappearing. So I guess we're not